1, 2, 3. Thank you very much for inviting me to this Youth Climate Change Summit. Hello to all the children and youth that are watching today. My name is Professor Gatrad, and I founded WASUP 3 years ago. So I'm going to share some slides with you on a screen. So here we are. Okay, so I started WASUP 3 years ago, and now we are working with various organizations, including the Commonwealth Games, that's their logo there, and the Miss England pageant. So what's WASUP about? Well, it's all about litter. And if we don't do something about this, then what's going to happen is that by 2050, we will have more plastic in the ocean than fish. So it is your responsibility, my responsibility, everybody's responsibility to do something about this plastic tide. So how is WASUP tackling this? Well, we've got 4 principles. First of all, it's to raise awareness. And in this, we have to refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle plastic. We have to educate children like yourselves and also self-educate. We have to litter pick from streets and also from the canals, and put pressure on various corporates and companies to decrease plastic from their supply chain. Working with the Commonwealth Games, we were invited to join them, largely because our principles resonated with all theirs. But most importantly, we are bringing people together, raising awareness, and improving health and well-being of our communities. Here we are. There's Miss England finalist, Isabel. She is showing us what we should be doing, i.e. reusing bottles and not throwing the plastic ones away. Here she is talking to a school in Walsall, expounding the principles of WASUP. Jennifer Carlos is Miss North Yorkshire. She has managed to convince the council to have logos on litter bins and also on planters. Here she is giving away non-plastic masks. These masks are made of cloth and are reusable. At the moment, with the COVID situation, this is very important because a lot of the plastic that is now reaching the oceans is from the PPEs that we are using during the COVID pandemic. We've got a special project that we've set up called Let Us Make a Spectacle. The Miss England finalists, of which there are 20 working with me, are collecting glasses, i.e. spectacles, from various companies and giving them to me to send them to various countries abroad to help people with their sight. Here is Tia, and over here again is Jennifer. We're working with various communities. Here I'm working with the Black community and raising awareness and also getting them to litter pick, i.e. our 3rd tenet. Raising awareness from with the Hindu community. When I visited them for the 3rd time, they greeted me with a WASUP sign, which hopefully you will probably know by now. Raising awareness with the Muslim communities at the top and with the Sikh communities and getting them to do something practically. You have to self-educate yourself. So here we are at a recycling plant. One thing I did learn was the fact that nappies are a big problem. The plastic nappies cannot be recycled. So that they are a big problem, and we'll have to look at alternatives in due course if we are to survive this planet. Recycling is very important, and we have to understand our recycling symbols. Something that is easily recyclable is polyethylene terephthalate, and the more difficult plastic to recycle is polystyrene. Various schools are involved in what we do with WASUP, and this is a 2022 challenge that they've involved themselves with, which is collecting 2,022 bags of litter by the time Commonwealth Games start next year. Here I am helping the school clean up, or indeed fish plastic out of the ocean, out of the canal here, with children from Millfield School. Children from another primary school have joined me here. Secondary school children join me largely with canal cleans, particularly in the areas of West Midlands. We had a school exhibition of plastic art, and one which got the award was this plastic tide eating up the ocean. One needs support from MPs and also from mayors to ensure that the project is a success. Children from various schools came to this exhibition and learned a lot about how dangerous plastic is to us, not only now, but also in the future, and the fact that it'll affect our future generations. Universities have joined us. Here it's Birmingham, and they joined us as well to canal clean. Various communities, as I mentioned, join us to fish litter out of the canals. Scouts, Cubs, Navy cadets, everybody joins WASUP. Involving the corporates is very important. Inviting them to come and litter pick raises awareness within their own company, and they take the message back. So here it's mid-counties, and here I've got two companies, Greco and McDonald's, working together to litter pick not only from the towpath of the canal, but also from the ocean, from the canals. Here we've got McDonald's. 20 people were sent to us on that particular occasion, and they do this once a month with us. We need support, and we have got support from Prince Charles and also from Michael Gove, who was the Secretary of State for the Environment a couple of years ago. Lord Lieutenant Her Majesty the Queen actually launched WASUP 2.5 years ago, and here all communities have got together. We've got the mayor, we've got the MP, we've got Afghanis, we've got Bangladeshis, we've got the police department, and also the elderly, just to remind me that all this is about social cohesion, and not only does it help our mental, but also our physical health. We launched WASUP in Worcester, and here we are at the launch, and this is where we cleaned up the canal thereafter. We did similarly a canal clean and also a launch prior to that in Coventry, and this is the Bishop of Coventry who actually joined us on that occasion. Miss World has taken the message of WASUP right throughout the world, and now we have got WASUP in South Africa, in Malawi, and also in India, and a week ago we got WASUP into Pakistan. So WASUP is about changing behavior too. So here, this particular bench has been made from 2,000 recycled plastic bottles. Changing behavior in hospitals, we've got a special person appointed to a sustainability managerial post. She takes the message of WASUP right through the hospital, and here we are having abandoned our plastic cups. Pharmacies should not be using plastic bags, but should convert to paper bags, because at least we can grow our trees back, but the plastic will take hundreds of years to disintegrate. Change in behavior. This is my own bin, and now I don't have it because we've got a centralized bin system, and we put our rubbish appropriately into the various bins. In our catering department, these have gone. These are plastic sachets, and they're replaced by bottles that are pump-up bottles. Many departments and companies are using these instead of plastic cutlery. In some departments and organizations, we've got food containers that do not have plastic. In fact, even the food itself does not have meat in it on this particular occasion. And this obviously helps the carbon footprint as well. Yorkshire tea and various tea bags have got plastic in them. So changing your habits to this would be obviously good for the planet. It is a little more expensive, but perhaps one can change from tea to coffee. These are proximity centers. As you pass this sensor, it will say, do not smoke in this area. So we could have something like, do not forget your plastic bag in the car as you enter a supermarket. Similarly, there's an app that could do this. This is a water bottle refilling station that we could have in various organizations. So why are we doing all this? For you and your future generations, because there is no plan B. So, a couple of messages. We want a world where less than 10% of the world's population does not unfairly create a carbon footprint and throw plastic away that is affecting 90% of innocent of the rest of the world. So please lobby the government. You should write to MPs to force all shops and supermarkets to have proximity centers that will remind customers not to forget their reusable bags in the car before they enter a shop or a supermarket. An investment in an app on the phone would do a similar job. Over 10% of plastic in the ocean is from fishing lines. The government should make it illegal for this to happen and impose huge fines. You should write to the Secretary of State for Health and also Environment to decrease supply of plastic in the supply chain of organizations and ensure that plastic bags are not used by pharmacies and others. So you are the custodians of this planet. You are the future. You need to make sure that our future generation is safe. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, everybody, and God bless. Bye-bye.
That was great.
You work out okay. Fine. Have you stopped recording?
Yeah. And the time we had 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left out of 20 or 12 minutes?
Out of 20.
4 minutes left out of 20. Perfect. Perfect, yeah. Because that 4 minutes is for a song.
Oh yeah, yeah. So okay. No.
So with the song, it'll be 19 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Lovely. So I don't know where my thing is. I can't stop my recording. Where is it?
It should be in the top left-hand corner. Mine's paused, so.
Yeah. I think it was okay.
No, I think it was good.
Yeah, so shall we get back to where we are? So you cannot minimize skin when you're recording this. Okay. So I've stopped the recording anyway.